What's going on, everyone? Kevin here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're hitting a small creek and doing some trout fishing. And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. The Nikko Waxworm. I just picked these lures up. I've actually fished with these in the past. Last year I did a couple trout videos on this lure. Deadly lure for trout. So waxworms are one of the best baits for trout. But these Nikko ones are artificial, which means they are tough, reusable, and they get great action in the creeks. So today we're gonna see if this lure could fool some of these trout in this creek right behind me. So the plan is we're gonna rig these up on a small jig head and we're gonna drift it through some of these deep holes in this high creek. So let's get it started to see if we can catch some trout on the Nikko Waxworm. Alrighty, we'll show you the gear we're going to be using first. So this is my 4-piece travel rod. This is a St. Croix light action rod. And the length of this rod is 6 feet. And then I just have that paired up with a Daiwa reel. This is a 1,000 size reel. And then we just have some 4-pound fluoro line with a tiny little jig head. This is a 1/64 ounce jig head. And then right here is the lure. Let's get these open and take a look. One thing I love about all the Nikko products, they all come in this little case. And all you do, you just snap them, snap this open, just like that. And you get 8 per pack. These are 0.75 inch, 3/4 of an inch. So this is it right here. Look at that, guys. Super elastic material, just like all Nikko products. If you've never fished with these products before, it's almost like a rubber. It's indestructible. So we're just gonna rig this up real quick. Super easy. I'm actually gonna go through the whole body. Come out through the bottom just like that. And there it is. You wanna kind of curl it, because waxworms have that little curling effect. So I try to curl them right on the jig head. And then the hook is right here. So even if they short strike the lure, there's a good chance we'll hook them. But let's get in this first hole and try to get on some fish. Alrighty, so here we are. As you can see, this tiny creek is super high. So in my last video, my second day of fishing, I mentioned how high the creeks were. This video is a day later. And then last night we got a ton more rain, so. But we're gonna do our best. I have a 1/64 ounce jig head tied on now. I might switch it to a 1/32 ounce just to get the jig down farther through this current, but we'll give this a shot first. I'm just drifting this along. Should I throw it over here behind this rock, maybe? Yeah, it's dropping pretty good. Kind of want a natural drop with this. That one, guys. Right by that rock. Seems like a good fish, too. Wow, he's fighting good. How big is this fish, guys? Wow. This is a way to start if we can land him. He's pulling drag in this current. I didn't even see him yet. Oh, there he is. Wow, how these things could fight in this current. He's going downstream. Wow, oh, it's a huge fish, guys. I gotta get him upstream. There he is. Guys, it's huge. No. My God. Oh my God, guys. I cannot get him in the net. This is crazy. Oh, I hate to put him on these rocks. Oh my God. Oh my God. We got him. Guys, another monster. Look at the size of this fish. Beautiful female here. Wow. What a way to start. Let's let her go. Come here, girl. There she goes. Wait till you see what this thing did to my jig head. So I had to tighten the drag a little more than I would like to, because that fish just kept going downstream. And this creek is super high, so there's no way I could wade in the creek, because I would literally kill myself. But look at this. So like I said, I had to drag a little tighter than I wanted. Look what it did to this jig head. Wait, guys. Look at that. Oh my God. That's the strength of that trout. That is crazy. But let's get it back in there and try to get on some more. Now that's the way to start. Man. Whew. That made my morning. So yeah, he was tucked right under this rock. Once that lure hit right here on the other side is when he nailed it. Man. That was a tough fight in this current too. Just drifting this waxworm, guys. Not doing much to it. Just letting it float down. I got nervous because, well, he came down through here. And normally I would just walk in the creek and grab him. But this current right here is so strong right now with all the rain. There's no way I would have killed myself. I had to tighten up the drag a little bit, praying that he wasn't going to snap my 4-pound test. All right, we gotta get in that hole. It's been rough. This creek is so high. With every step I'm being careful here, because if I fall in there, I'm getting swept down there. All right, let's keep looking. Now we gotta climb back up here. Check these rocks, make sure they're not gonna move. See, this one's moving. Super sketchy. We made it. I gotta shred this jacket. There we go. There's a fish. There's a fish. Little guy. Yeah, we got him, guys. Little brownie. Number 2, little, tiny little wild brown here. Maybe about 7-8 inches only. But he hammered that wax worm. Got it right in that little eddy area by those rocks. Let's throw it back in there. It's been pretty slow. I got that one big trout at the beginning, but I've been fishing a little while now, and that was the first one in probably an hour. Gonna take like a 10-minute break here. Caught 2 fish so far. So I found this nice big flat rock here. Gonna take a couple minutes out and make a cup of coffee, and we'll get right back into fishing. Nothing like a good cup of coffee out on the creek. Ah, man, it's delicious. So good. Yeah, even this section here, it's usually like a foot deep with no current. Look at it. It's crazy. Just wading through this, man. Little eddy up here behind those rocks. Got one. Right in that eddy, guys. All right, come on, get in the net, buddy. There you go. Yeah, number 3. Not a bad little trout. I'll take it. Yeah, I figured there had to be one right in this eddy. That's where it was. Like I said, we got a lot of strong moving water here. Also on this side, we have this little eddy right in here. Just throw it back in there. My drag is super loose. I don't even know how I caught him. These mule jig heads though, super sharp. Proves it right there. Like I said, he hooked himself and the drag was extremely loose. Yeah, right here. The only thing that worries me, how am I going to land him if he's anything big? Let's try it. Guys, we got a fish. Oh my God, right in that eddy. This is what I was worried about. Ah, dude. Oh my God. That thing was huge. Man. So yeah, it was right in that eddy. Darn, man. That was a nice fish. Like really nice, guys. I think it was right in this strong water too. That or he came out of that eddy and just chased it under there. That's what I was afraid of though. You get a big fish here. There's no way you can land them, and I think I just missed another one. Oh, let's keep moving. There's a fish. All right. Hey, we got him right in that current right there. Hey, buddy. Not a bad looking fish right here. Nice little brownie. All right, guys. And I just put my reel in the water. Wasn't smart. Got another one, guys. I'm bright. Yeah, about the same size. But yeah, a lot of times when you catch, you know, these 10-12-inch trout, usually you'll see a bunch of them in one area when you have a lot of current like it is right through here. Yeah, that's a nice little trout. Beautiful colors. See you, dude. Alrighty, so I'm gonna call it on that last fish. I had a really fun time down here in the creek today. I think we caught 4 or 5. We lost that one big trout. But yeah, it was nice to use a different lure other than the goat minnows. People have been commenting like, use something different. So, but we caught all those fish on one Nikko Waxworm. Like I said in the beginning of the video, they're super durable. You can fish with one lure all day long as you don't lose it. But like always, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and maybe think about subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you and have a great day.